regular session of the 18th Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Davao Oriental is now called to order. Requesting everyone to please stand for the opening prayer to be led by Honorable Board Member Shanine Lintugonan, to be followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem and the provincial hymn.
Hello. Let us bow down our heads and feel the presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty and merciful God, we commit the agenda of today's session into your hands. Guide every discussion and decision so that it serves the ultimate good of our province and brings honor to people. Let the resolutions and ordinances uplift the poor, protect the weak, and bring equity and prosperity to every citizen in our land. Our province faces time of great crisis and hard trials. From the recent calamities, you are our comfort and strength in time of sudden disaster and chaos. We came to you with heavy hearts for the families who lost their homes and safe places because of the fire incident. We place our province and Oriental Davaoenos in your loving hands. In your holy name we pray. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Kawilihan ng tanan, umahal na Davao Oriental, langit mo mapaway. Yang kabutayan, yang kapatagan, mayaman ay magandahay. Mas tihain pa kami kumanto, kami mo uli anikan mo.
Pleasant afternoon to all the members of this august body, to our distinguished board members. Good afternoon also to our SP Support Services Office, headed by our SP Secretary, Mr. Maximino Nazareno II. Of course, here with us today is our Assistant Department Head of the SP Support Services Office, Ma'am Evangeline Plaza, who will be the Acting Secretary for today's regular session. To everyone inside the session hall, to our friends from media, once again, good afternoon. At this point, may I request our Secretary to please proceed with the roll call for the determination of the quorum.
The honorable members of this august chamber are requested to say aye as I call the roll. Honorable Maria Glenda Monetra Batgaita,
Aye.
Honorable Beverly M. Dayanan, Honorable Harold A. Montes, Honorable Attorney Manuel M. Lipardo Jr., Honorable Ana Cheryl N. Castro, Honorable Elijah E. Palmahil, Honorable Daud V. Linsag, Honorable Stephen Paul L. Uy, Honorable Attorney Maria Lady Hope J. Macaira, Honorable John Erwin J. Montojo, Honorable Ruchi M. Ravelo, Honorable Jerome C. Dayanghirang, Isonobel Neslib, Honorable Joson Michael G. Dayanghirang, Isonobel Neslib, Honorable Eleuterio C. Manaytay, Honorable Shanin C. Lintugunan, Honorable Presiding Officer, there are 11 members of this august chamber present, including your honor.
Okay, thank you. Considering that we have mustered a quorum for today's regular session, we can now proceed with the discussion of the items in the order of business. What is the first item, Madam Secretary?
First item in the order of business is reading and consideration of the minutes, Journal of Proceedings of the 18th Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Davao Oriental, taken during the 55th regular session held on July 22, 2026 at the SP Session Hall Government Center, Dahican City of Mati, Davao Oriental.
I believe all members were furnished copies of the said minutes and Journal of Proceedings. What is now the pleasure of the body? Yes, Honorable Lipardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Maayong hapon sa atong tanan. I move for the adoption of the minutes as well as the Journal of Proceedings of the 55th regular session held last July 22, 2026 at the SP Session Hall Government Center, Dahican City of Mati, Davao Oriental.
There was a motion for the adoption of the minutes and the Journal of Proceedings of the 55th regular session dated last July 22, 2026 on motion of Honorable Lipardo, seconded by Honorable Uy, Honorable Dayanan. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said minutes and Journal of Proceedings is hereby adopted by this Council. Next item.
Next item is privilege hour.
We are now under privilege R. Do we have other manifestation? Yes, Honorable Lipardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. The Vice Chairman on the rules have intimated to me, Honorable Presiding Officer, that what is stated in our rules is that our session will be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And considering that there is a request of the Honorable Presiding Officer, then I would be requesting that we accommodate that we have this session at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Would that be fine, Honorable Sir, Daud Linsag?
There was a motion presented by Honorable Lipardo, seconded by Honorable Linsag. Yes,
Madam
Honorable Linsag, yes.
Good afternoon. May I request the Secretary for my attendance?
Yeah. For the record, Honorable Daud Linsag is present in today's regular session.
Noted.
Okay. So we are still under privilege R. Do we have other matters? Other observation, reports and observations? Do we have additional? Yes, Honorable Macaira is recognized.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. May I request that committee report number 18-336-2026, the Committee on Good Government, Ethics, Accountabilities, and Human Rights, with subject communication number 18-476-2026 in relation to the SP Administrative Appeal 18-01-2026 appeal of Honorable George D. Ladd, respondent appellant to the decision of the administrative case number 0-2026 by the Sangguniang Bayan of Caraga, Davao Oriental, be included for the business for the day.
Okay. Would that be all, Honorable?
Yes.
Yes, there is a request by Honorable Macaira for the amendment to our order of business by inclusion of additional committee report number 18-336-2026, with its corresponding resolution, number 18-510-2026. If there is no objection from the members, none noted, motion is carried. Madam Secretary, please take note.
Noted, ma'am.
We are still under privilege hour. Do we have other manifestations? If none, we can now proceed to the next item.
Next is question hour. Under question hour, we are supposed to have Colonel Ronnie I. Morimoto to receive the resolution of commendation. I don't know if
Has he confirmed attendance for today's regular session?
yes, confirmed.
Okay. So, considering that we started the session earlier, could be that he was not informed. But whenever he comes in, what would be the pleasure of the committee chair on rules and privilege? How do we go about this?
I agree with the observation. Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I agree with the observation of the Honorable Presiding Officer. And therefore, if Sir Morimoto would come by at least 2 o'clock, then we can go back on question hour. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Lipardo. We can now proceed to the next item, Madam Secretary.
Next, first reading and referral to committees of proposed ordinances and proposed resolutions, none. Communications. First, under communication is communication number 18-491-2026.
This is for the information of this august body, particularly the Committee on Finance, Budget, Appropriations, and Ways and Means.
Next is communication number 18-492-2026.
This is referred to Committee on Social Services.
Next is communication number 18-493-2026.
This is also for the information of this august body, particularly the Committee on Energy, Public Works and Highways, and Infrastructure Development.
Next is communication number 18-494-2026, 1. Municipal Ordinance number 11, series of 2026.
This is referred to Committee on Social Services.
2. Municipal Ordinance number 12, series of 2026.
This is referred to Committee on Environment and Natural Resources.
3. Municipal Ordinance number 13, series of 2026.
This is referred to Committee on Local Government.
Next is communication number 18-495-2026.
This is referred to Committee on Women, Children, and Family.
Next is communication number 18-496-2026.
This is referred to Committee on Social Services.
Next is communication number 18-497-2026.
This is referred to Committee on Education, Arts, Culture, Science, and Technology.
Next is communication number 18-498-2026.
This is referred to Committee on Rules, Privilege, Laws, Ordinances, and Legal Matters.
Next is communication number 18-499-2026.
This is for the information of this august body.
Next are petitions and memorials, none. Next is consideration of committee reports. First is committee report number 18-330-2026 by the Committee on Public Information, Communication, Technology, and Media Affairs.
So this will be reported by Honorable Dayanan. And before we give the floor to Honorable Dayanan, for the information, Board Member Tata Castro is present in today's regular session for the record. Yes, Honorable Dayanan, you now have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Honorable Presiding Officer. I have with me a committee report number 18-330-2026. This is a proposed resolution number 18-2026 entitled a resolution requesting Henry Ruel R. Aguda, Secretary of Department of Information and Communication Technology, the DICT, through its Regional Director of Region 11, Eva May C. De La Rosa, for the inclusion of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Davao Oriental under the Free Wi-Fi for All program. Madam Presiding Officer, I move to dispense with the reading of the rest of this committee report, as the same has already been furnished
to the rest of the members of this august body. So I move for the acceptance of this committee report, Madam Presiding Officer.
There is a motion for the acceptance of committee report number 18-330-2026 on motion of Honorable Dayanan, seconded by Honorable Castro, Honorable Uy. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said committee report number 18-330-2026 is hereby accepted by this council.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer.
Thank you. What is the next item?
Next is committee report number 18-331-2026 by the Committee on Health and Sanitation.
This will be reported by Honorable Montojo. You now have the floor.
Good afternoon, Madam Presiding Officer. I have here committee report number 18-331-2026 with two subject communication. First is communication number 18-452-2026, a letter from the Office of the Secretary to the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of Lupon, Davao Oriental, transmitting Municipal Ordinance number 21-11-2026, entitled An Ordinance Adopting the Provisions of the Province-Wide Health System Integration in accordance with the Provincial Ordinance number 17-49-2025 of Davao Oriental. And the second communication is communication number 18-488-2026, a letter from the Office of the Secretary to the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of San Isidro, Davao Oriental, transmitting Municipal Ordinance number 349-18-2026, entitled An Ordinance Adopting Provisions of the Province-Wide Health System Integration in accordance with Provincial Ordinance number 17-49-04-2025 of Davao Oriental. Madam Presiding Officer, since I believe every one has a copy of this said committee report, I would like to move for to forego of the reading of the whole report, and as well as move for the acceptance of this said committee report.
There is a motion for the acceptance of committee report number 18-331-2026 on motion of Honorable Montojo, seconded by Honorable Uy, Honorable Palmahil, Honorable Lepardo, and Honorable Castro. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Committee report number 18-331-2026 is hereby accepted by this council.
Next is committee report number 18-332-2026 by the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations and Ways and Means.
Honorable Ravelo is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Good afternoon to everyone. I have here committee report number 18-332-2026 under the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations and Ways and Means with subject communications number 18-278-2026, Appropriation Ordinance number 0121-01-2026, Calendar Year 2026 General Fund Supplemental Budget number 1 of the Municipality of Katiil, Davao Oriental, Communication number 18-409-2026, Appropriation Ordinance number 1, Series of 2026, Calendar Year 2026 General Fund Supplemental Budget number 1 of the Municipality of Baganga, Davao Oriental, Communication number 18-412-2026, Appropriation Ordinance number 2, 07-05-2026, Calendar Year 2026 General Fund Supplemental Budget number 2 of the Municipality of Katiil, Davao Oriental. And number 4, communication number 18-422-2026, Appropriation Ordinance 1, Calendar Year 2026 General Fund Supplemental Budget number 1, and Appropriation Ordinance number 2026-02, Calendar Year 2026 Economic Enterprise Supplemental Budget number 1, all of the Municipality of Banay-Banay, Davao Oriental. Madam Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move, since everyone has a copy of this Committee Report 18-332-2026, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this committee report and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
Okay, there is a motion for the adoption of committee report number 18-332-2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by Honorable Castro, Honorable Montes, all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said committee report number 18-332-2026 is hereby adopted by this council. Next item.
Next is Committee Report Number 18-333-2026, still by the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations and Ways and Means.
Honorable Ravelo is again recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I have here Committee Report number 18-333-2026 with subject communication number 18-401-2026, Appropriation Ordinance number 06-A Series of 2025, Calendar Year 2026 General Fund Supplemental Budget of the Municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, amounting to 421,690,071 pesos. Madam Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this committee report and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
There was a motion for the adoption of Committee Report Number 18-333-2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said Committee Report Number 18-333-2026 is hereby adopted by this Council. Next item.
Next is Committee Report Number 18-334-2026, once again by the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations and Ways and Means.
Honorable Ravelo is again recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Honorable colleagues, I have here Committee Report number 18-334-2026 submitted by the SP Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations with subject communications number 18-488-2026, letter from SP Secretary Melvin B. Lubitania of the Municipality of San Isidro, Davao Oriental, dated July 20, 2026, submitting provincial and municipal ordinance number 350-18-2025. Madam Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this committee report and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
There was a motion for the adoption of Committee Report Number 18-334-2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by Honorable Palmahil, Honorable Uy, and Honorable Macaira. Honorable Lintugonan, any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said Committee Report Number 18-334-2026 is hereby adopted by this Council.
Next is Committee Report Number 18-335-2026 by the Committee on Economic Enterprise, Trade, Industry, and Investment.
Honorable Ravelo is again recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I have here Committee Report number 18-335-2026 submitted by the Committee on Economic Enterprise, Trade, Industry, and Investment with subject communication number 18-484-2026 from the Municipality of Governor Generoso, Davao Oriental, dated July 16, 2026, submitting Municipal Ordinance number 9 series of 2026 entitled An Ordinance Regulating the Operation of the Municipal Slaughterhouse, providing meat inspection services, prescribing slaughterhouse and meat inspection service fees, and providing penalties for violation thereof. Madam Presiding Officer, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this committee report and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
There is a motion for the adoption of Committee Report Number 18-335-2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by Honorable Castro, Honorable Macaira, Honorable Palmahil, and Honorable Montes. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said Committee Report Number 18-335-2026 is hereby adopted by this Council. Next item.
Next is Committee Report Number 18-336-2026 by the Committee on Good Government, Ethics, Accountabilities, and Human Rights.
Honorable Board Member Macaira is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I have here Committee Report Number 18-336-2026 with subject communication number 18-476-2026 in relation to the SP Administrative Appeal number 18-01-2026, Appeal of Honorable George Dilad, Respondent Appellant to the decision of Administrative Case number 01-2026 by Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Caraga, Davao Oriental. Action taken, the committee held a meeting on July 28, 2026 to review and deliberate the herein subject communication. The findings are communication number 18-476-2026 pertains to the appellee's memorandum filed by Mr. Ruben L. Conlas, complainant of administrative case number 01-2026 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Caraga. The same was received by the SSO on July 9, 2026. Second, that SP Resolution number 18-199-06-2026, which recommended the Sangguniang Panlalawigan sitting as quasi-judicial body to require the appellee, Mr. Conlas, to submit his comment to the appeal memorandum of the appellant respondent, Punong Barangay George Dilad, within 15 calendar days from notice. Pursuant thereof, having been notified on June 26, 2026, the subject comment was filed within the prescribed period. Third, that the committee, pursuant to Section 12 of the Rules of Procedure on Appeals, called for a committee hearing on July 28, 2026, with due notice on both parties and their respective witnesses for the purpose of clarifying matters raised on both memoranda in connection with the official records of administrative case number 01-2026. And fourth, during the appellee clarificatory hearing, statements and documents were raised, including those not previously found in the original records of the Sangguniang Bayan, such as the admission of Ryan G. Salomon that he noticed that on January 16, 2023, date of Barangay Resolution number 01, series of 2023, and even questioned the barangay secretary about it and was told that he was authorized to sign it, a testimony bearing on the issue already raised, specifically on whether this inclusion was merely a clerical oversight as per appellant's claim. Second, as repeatedly mentioned by Punong Barangay George Dilad and his witnesses, that Resolution number 1, Series 2023 was actually reproduced on December 11, 2023, a date at variance with the appeal memorandum's own statement of facts, which stated that the request from the Provincial Engineering Office for reproduction in October 2023. And third, certification issued by Mr. Rolando S. Paalesbo, Municipal Planning and Development Coordinator of the Municipality of Caraga, certifying that Sitio Magupangi is part and parcel of the area of jurisdiction of Barangay Manurigaw in spatial and physical development planning based on the barangay political boundary map available in their record, a potential evidence against the truthfulness of Resolution number 1, Series of 2023, where it was claimed that Sitio Magupangi belongs to Barangay Santa Fe. This document was newly introduced and does not form part of the appellee's memorandum, duly verified and sworn, and was not formally offered and authenticated as evidence in the proceedings. And fourth, the admission of witnesses Joven Punto and Mario Mabayaw, despite of exhibiting variance in stroke, the signatures appearing in the attendance sheet of their session and on the Resolution number 1, Series 2023 are his own, which may be relevant to whether the findings of questionable signatures is sufficient to establish administrative liability for simple dishonesty. This matter was neither raised nor found in the records of the Sangguniang Bayan, but elicited by the committee during the hearing. In view of the foregoing, the committee finds it proper to afford both parties the opportunity to address the admissibility, relevance, or legal propriety of the specific matters clarified during the hearing, through which will guide the committee before the recommendation for an orderly resolution. And recommendations, while Section 10 of the Rules of Procedure on Appeals provides that the Sangguniang Panlalawigan convened as en banc may require the appellee to file a comment to the appeal memorandum within 15 days, it is proper to afford both parties the opportunity to submit their respective position papers in the interest of due process and orderly resolution of this appeal. Both parties are only permitted to limit their respective positions to specific issues or questions raised during the clarificatory hearing and shall not introduce new grounds, charges, and theories of liabilities beyond those actually raised in the original administrative complaint and decided upon whether the Sangguniang Bayan Resolution number 35, Series of 2026. Either party may properly and formally offer new unrecorded evidence in the original records of the Sangguniang Bayan that was introduced during the appellate clarificatory hearing, should they wish the same to be considered by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. All premises considered, therefore, this committee hereby recommends to this Honorable Sangguniang Panlalawigan, sitting as quasi-judicial body, to require all parties to submit their respective supplemental memoranda position paper on the specific issues and questions clarified during the appellate clarificatory hearing of the Committee on Good Government, Ethics, Accountability, Human Rights within 15 calendar days from notice. With that, Madam Presiding Officer, I move for the adoption of the committee report.
Okay, there was a motion for the adoption of Committee Report number 18-336-2026 on motion of Honorable Macaira, seconded by Honorable Lepardo, Honorable Castro, all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said Committee Report number 18-336. Questions? Yes, Honorable Dayanan is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Honorable Presiding Officer. I just have a clarification with regards to the recommendation made by the Committee on Good Government, Ethics, Accountabilities, and Human Rights with regards to the requirement for both the parties, who is the appellant appellee, complainant appellee, and the respondent appellant, requiring them to submit a respective supplemental memoranda or position papers on the specific issues raised and question clarified during the appellate clarificatory hearing of the Committee on Good Governance. That requires them to submit within 15 days. Now, my question, Madam Honorable Presiding Officer, when will the 15 days shall commence, and if it has not started yet? Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Macaira is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. The 15 days shall commence upon receipt of the resolution by the parties.
Is that okay? The 15 days will commence upon receipt of this resolution. That is an output of this committee report. That is where the countdown begins for the 15 days. From the time that they receive the approved resolution. Okay. Okay. Yes. So there was already a motion for the adoption, duly seconded by all members present, and no objections were noted. Committee Report number 18-336-2026 is hereby adopted by this Council. Yes, Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Honorable Presiding Officer, Colonel Ronnie I. Morimoto is already with us. And so I request that we go back on the question hour so that we can properly acknowledge him. Thank you.
Okay. So, Madam Secretary, considering that our guest is already inside the session hall, Colonel Ronnie Morimoto is here. May I request also in order to accommodate our guests, there is a need for us to suspend the House rules. Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
Am I to assume, Honorable Presiding Officer, that we are back in question hour now?
Yeah.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I move that we temporarily suspend the House rules for us to properly recognize Colonel Morimoto.
Okay, there is a motion for the suspension of the House rules on motion of Honorable Lepardo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. House rules are hereby suspended. Yes. Madam Secretary, you may proceed.
We have here with us now Colonel Ronnie I. Morimoto of the Philippine Army. He is here to receive the resolution of commendation from this 18th Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Davao Oriental, and after which he will be giving a short message before this august body.
So I have with me the message. Will we give the floor first to Colonel Morimoto for the message, or we turn over first the plaque?
Turn over first,
The resolution. Okay. Before we turn over the resolution, allow me to read the contents of the resolution that was passed by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, sir. This was excerpts from the minutes of the 53rd regular session of the 18th Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Davao Oriental, held on Wednesday, July 8, 2026, at the city of Mati, this province. Resolution number 18-258-07-2026 authored by Honorable Joson Michael Dayanghirang and sponsored by Honorable Joson Michael Dayanghirang. A resolution expressing high commendation and profound appreciation to Colonel Ronnie I. Morimoto, O-12053, MI, GSC, Philippine Army, Director, 1104th Community Defense Center, 11th Regional Community Defense Group, Reserve Command, for his exemplary and outstanding service to the province of Davao Oriental from May 18, 2015 to July 31, 2020, and from November 10, 2025 until his honorable mandatory retirement on July 24, 2026. Whereas, throughout his tenure, Colonel Morimoto demonstrated exemplary leadership, professionalism, discipline, and commitment to duty in advancing the mandate of the 1104th Community Defense Center in Reserve Force Development, ROTC supervision, Community Defense Administration, civil military operations, and support to peace, security, disaster response, and nation-building initiatives in the province of Davao Oriental. Whereas, through his exemplary leadership, professionalism, technical competence, discipline, and sustained dedication to duty, they significantly contributed to the successful participation of the 1104th Ready Reserve Infantry Battalion in the first large-scale localized territorial defense and civil defense simulation in the province, which strengthened the transition of the regional security posture from internal security operations toward external and coastal defense readiness. Whereas Colonel Morimoto actively supported the planning, coordination, troop preparation, personnel accountability, field participation, and interagency synchronization of Exercise Eagle's Hope 2026, including territorial defense simulations, civil defense response operations, aerial surveillance support, littoral live fire exercise support, and coordination with military, police, government, and local government units. Through his discipline, efficiency, and sound judgment, he contributed to enhance reserve force readiness, civil-military interoperability, coastal defense preparedness, and overall mission accomplishment. Whereas, under his stewardship, the 1104th Community Defense Center strengthened its coordination with the provincial government of Davao Oriental, local government units, educational institutions, national government agencies, uniformed services, and community stakeholders, thereby enhancing interagency collaboration and reinforcing the role of the citizen armed force in local defense and community resilience. Whereas Colonel Morimoto's leadership contributed significantly to the professional development, discipline, readiness, and operational effectiveness of reservist personnel and ROTC cadets in Davao Oriental, fostering patriotism, civic responsibility, and military professionalism among the youth and reserve force. Wherefore, on motion of SP member Joson Michael Dayanghirang, unanimously seconded by all the SP members present, it was resolved as it is hereby resolved, expressing high commendation and profound appreciation to Colonel Ronnie Morimoto, Philippine Army, Director, 1104th Community Defense Center, 11th Regional Community Defense Group, Reserve Command, for his exemplary and outstanding service to the province of Davao Oriental from May 18, 2025 to July 31, 2020, and from November 10, 2025 until his honorable mandatory retirement on July 24, 2026. Resolved further that the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Davao Oriental conveys its sincere gratitude to Colonel Morimoto for his distinguished service, steadfast commitment, and meaningful contribution to the advancement of community defense, reserve force development, ROTC training, civil-military cooperation, and public service in the province of Davao Oriental. Resolved finally that a copy of this resolution be furnished Colonel Ronnie Morimoto, Philippine Army, General Romeo S. Bronner Jr., Philippine Army, Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, Lieutenant General Antonio Nafarete, Philippine Army, Commanding General of Philippine Army, and Major General Ronald Jess Alcudia, Philippine Army, Commander of the Reserve Command, Philippine Army, for their information and appropriate recognition. Carried and approved, and hereby certified as to the correctness of the foregoing resolution, the the acting secretary, at the same time, the assistant secretary to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Ms. Evangeline Uy Plaza, attested and certified to be adopted by Maria Glenda Monet Rabat Gaita, Vice Governor and Presiding Officer, and approved by Nelson L. Dayanghirang, the Governor of the Province of Davao Oriental. So may I request everyone, all the members, to please come forward as we are going to turn over the said resolution to Colonel Morimoto. Yes, Honorable Lipardo.
May I request for a 1-minute recess, Honorable Presiding Officer?
Okay, if there's no objection, 1-minute recess is declared. Floor now to Colonel Ronnie Morimoto for his message or his message to all of us.
Good afternoon, ma'am. No? Unang-una, nagpasalamat ko sa ating mahal na gobernador, no? Governor Nelson L. Dayanghirang, no? For approving my resolution of high commendation and profound appreciation. Of course, the pinaka-energetic at saka matrabaho huso na Vice Governor, Vice Governor Glenda Rabat Gaita. Pakpakan po natin si ma'am. No? Of course, yung mga barkada kong board member, so nandito sila lahat, no? Nandun si ma'am Castil, Tata, si Ma'am Tata, no? Panahon ni Ma'am Cora, palagi ko doon sa kanila. Of course, yung nag-approve sa resolution, no? Kay sa lahat ng board member na na-considered yung performance ko for almost 6 years, ma'am, dito sa Davao Oriental. Nag-start ako dito na 2016, no? Tapos bumalik din until such time na kapag-retire. So, yung mga performance na nakuha ng Philippine Army Reserve Command na base dito sa entire Davao Oriental because of the support of the province of Davao Oriental. Lalo-lalo na yung mga board member, no, na walang sawang sumuporta sa entire reserve force dito sa Davao Oriental. Of course, yung IPMR natin, si Sir, Vice Mayor pa, pumupunta ako doon sa kanila. Then, marami kaming, salamat Sir sa mga expansion camp, no, base ng ating reserve force. So, may mga training, na tayo ngayon ma'am, na training center, no, part of our national security program, no. Dito may nag-donate dito sa may barangay Macambol, no, ng isang training center natin. So, yun, hindi magawa without support of province of Davao Oriental. Kahit saan na ako nakapunta na mga area, no, sa Central Mindanao, sa Luzon. So, diri ko naramdaman talaga kung gaano ka magbigay ng suporta sa ating armed forces yung mga political leader dito sa Davao Oriental. So, nagpapasalamat ako sa lahat ng suporta. Hindi ko mabilang, no, kung ano yung tulong na naibigay. So, ng unit, hindi ko ma-account, no, sa sobrang suporta ng ating political leaders dito, lalo na Ma'am Gaita. Of course, yung governor natin na pinakamasipag, no, makikita mo naman doon sa mga achievement ng ating governor. Saka hindi rin yan magawa without the support of the board member, of course, the vice governor. So with that, ma'am, maraming salamat. Dala-dala ko po ito. Yung hanggat buhay pa ako, kung gaano ka-supportive yung mga political leaders dito sa Davao Oriental. Marami pong salamat.
Thank you again, Colonel Ronnie Morimoto. I think well-deserved din po ang natanggap niyo po na commendation. Yes, Honorable Lepardo.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I move that we lift the temporary suspension of the House rules and continue with our session.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you. So there was a motion for the lifting of the temporary suspension of the House rules on motion of Honorable Lepardo, seconded by Honorable Palmahil, Honorable Uy, Honorable Montojo, and Honorable Insag. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Suspension of House rules is hereby lifted. And at this point, we can now excuse our guests. Thank you so much for your presence, po. If there's no objection, 1 minute recess is declared. What is the next item, Madam Secretary?
Next item is calendar of business. Further calendar of business is unfinished business, none. Next is business for the day. First, under business for the day is proposed resolution number 18-495-2026, authored and sponsored by the Honorable Beverly M. Dayanan.
Honorable Dayanan is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Honorable Presiding Officer. I have with me the proposed passes resolution number 18-495, 2026. A resolution requesting Henry Ruel R. Aguda, Secretary of Department of Information and Communication Technology, or the DICT, through its Regional Director of Region 11, Eva May C. De La Rosa, for the inclusion of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of the Davao Oriental under the Free Wi-Fi for All program. I move for the passage of this proposed resolution, Madam Presiding Officer.
There is a motion for the passage of proposed resolution number 18-495, series of 2026, on motion of Honorable Dayanan, seconded by Honorable all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said
Thank you.
resolution is hereby approved by this council.
Thank you, Madam Honorable
Okay, thank
Presiding
you,
Officer.
Honorable Dayanan. Next item.
Next are two proposed resolutions. These are proposed resolution numbers 18-500-2026 and 18-501-2026, both authored and sponsored by the Honorable John Erwin G. Montojo.
Honorable Montojo is recognized.
Good afternoon again, Madam Presiding Officer. I have here proposed resolution number 18-500-2026, a resolution confirming the validity of Municipal Ordinance number 21-11-2026 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Lupon, Davao Oriental, entitled An Ordinance Adopting the Provisions of Province-Wide Health System Integration in accordance with Provincial Ordinance number 17-49-04-2025 of Davao Oriental, considering that the same is within the legislative authority of the Sangguniang Bayan, consistent with Republic Act number 7160, Republic Act number 11223, and Provincial Ordinance number 17-49-04-2025, and other existing laws, and it is not inconsistent with the Constitution or public policy. I move for the approval of this said resolution, Madam Presiding Officer.
There is a motion for the passage of proposed resolution number 18-500, series of 2026, on motion of Honorable Montojo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution number 18-500, series of 2026, is hereby approved by this council. You may proceed.
Okay, thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Another proposed resolution, number 18-501-2026, a resolution confirming the validity of Municipal Ordinance number 349-18-2026 of the Sangguniang Bayan of San Isidro, Davao Oriental, entitled An Ordinance Adopting the Provisions of the Province-Wide Health System Integration in accordance with Provincial Ordinance number 17-49-04-2025 of Davao Oriental, considering that the same is within the legislative authority of the Sangguniang Bayan, consistent with the Republic Act number 7160, Republic Act 11223, Provincial Ordinance number 17-49-04-2025, and other existing laws, and it is not inconsistent with the Constitution or public policy. I move for the approval of this said resolution, Madam Presiding Officer.
There is a motion for the passage of proposed resolution number 18-501, series of 2026, on motion of Honorable Montojo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution number 18-501, series of 2026, is hereby approved by this council. Next item.
Next are 8 proposed resolutions. These are proposed resolution numbers 18-502-2026, 18-503, 18-504, 18-505, 18-506, 18-507, 18-508, and 18-509, all authored and sponsored by the Honorable Ruchi M. Ravelo.
Honorable Ravelo is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Honorable Secretary, I have here 8 proposed resolutions. I have resolution number 18-502-2026, a resolution declaring the appropriation ordinance number 1-2101-2026 of the municipality of Katiil, Davao Oriental operative in its entirety, subject to some conditions. Resolution number 18-503-2026, a resolution declaring the appropriation ordinance number 02-07-05-2026 of the municipality of Katiil, Davao Oriental operative in its entirety. Resolution number 18-504-2026, a resolution declaring the appropriation ordinance number 1 series of 2026 of the municipality of Baganga, Davao Oriental operative in its entirety subject to some conditions. Proposed resolution number 18-505-2026, a resolution declaring the appropriation ordinance number 2026-01 of the municipality of Panay, Davao Oriental operative in its entirety subject to some conditions. Proposed resolutions number 18-506-2026, a resolution declaring the appropriation ordinance number 2026-02 of the municipality of Panay, Davao Oriental operative in its entirety. Resolution number 18-509-2026, a resolution confirming the validity of the municipal ordinance number 9 series of 2026 of the municipality of Sangguniang Bayan of Governor Generoso Davao Oriental entitled An Ordinance Regulating the Operation of the Municipal Slaughterhouse, providing meat inspection services, prescribing slaughterhouse and meat inspection service fees, and providing penalties for violation thereof, subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations relative thereto. Proposed resolution number 507-2026, a resolution declaring the appropriation ordinance number 6-A series of 2025 in the municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental operative in its operative in part, and proposed resolution number 18-508-2026, a resolution returning to the Sangguniang Bayan of San Isidro, Davao Oriental, the municipal ordinance number 350-18-2026, for their further review, corrective amendments, and whatever actions deemed appropriate thereon, in view of the inconsistencies, misstated recitals, material blanks, and non-compliance of effectivity conditions, which can overturn the presumption of regularity. Madam Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move for the passage and approval of the 8 resolutions under omnibus motion. I so move.
There is an omnibus motion for passage of 8 resolutions. That's resolution number 18-502, 18-503, 504, 505, 506, 507, 508, and 509, all series of 2026, on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolutions are hereby approved by this Council. Next item.
Next is proposed resolution number 8, 2026, authored and sponsored by the Honorable Macaira.
Honorable Macaira is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Before I read the proposed resolution, may I move, Madam Presiding Officer, that we convert into a quasi-judicial body, considering that this is involves an administrative case.
Okay, there is a motion for the conversion of this body into a quasi-judicial body on motion of Honorable Macaira, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. You may proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have here proposed resolution number 18-510-2025, a resolution recommending to the Honorable Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Davao Oriental, sitting as quasi-judicial body, to require all parties of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Administrative Appeal number 18-01-2026 to submit their respective supplemental memoranda, position paper on the specific issues and questions clarified during the appellate clarificatory hearing of the Committee on Good Government, Ethics, Accountability, and Human Rights within 15 days from receipt hereof. Failure to submit the required position paper within the given period shall likewise be considered a waiver thereof, and the Sangguniang Panlalawigan as a quasi-judicial body will proceed to resolve the case based on the available evidence on record. Madam Presiding Officer, I move for the passage of the proposed resolution.
There is a motion for the passage of proposed resolution number 18-510 510, series of 2026, on motion of Honorable Makaira, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution is hereby approved by this council. What is the next item? Yes, Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
Considering that we are still under quasi, may I request that we convert back to the plenary. Thank you.
Okay, there is a motion for the conversion of this body back to plenary on motion of Honorable Lepardo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. We are now back to plenary. Next item.
Next item is an assigned business, none. Next is proposed ordinances for third of other matters.
Okay, we are now other matters. Are there any announcements or other matters for discussion? Yes, Honorable Montojo is recognized.
Madam Presiding Officer, this is just a suggestion to the body. Since I believe it would be beneficial for everybody if we would just start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon permanently as our new start time of our Wednesday sessions. If everybody is agreeable, then maybe we could propose an amendment to our, that needs to be amended, Boston, sir. Yeah. So if everybody is amenable to my suggestion, maybe we could start at 1 o'clock permanently.
So there is a proposed suggestion, an amendment to our internal rules that instead of 2 p.m., we start the regular session at 1 p.m. So what is now the opinion of the other members? Yes, Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. May I request that all members be allowed to say their piece on this one, especially those coming from the municipality of Boston, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Okay, so maybe here we could start from Honorable Montes, and then everybody will be giving their opinion or suggestion with regards to the proposal. Yes, Honorable Montes is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. For me, I go for the original schedule, the 2 o'clock, because sometime, pag mag-ana ta sa opisina, we have some visitors to cater in order for us to, entertain and communicate them well. So if ever mag-alauna ta, medyo apike sa oras, especially atong mga lagyo, and then sometimes like karon, wala pa gid taon ko ka lunch. Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer.
Okay. Yes, Honorable Insag.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Good afternoon to each and everyone. Based on my experience, Madam Presiding Officer, sa una, gihimo naman ng alas 2 kay ang the board member coming from District 1, no? Magbiyahe pa man gud sila, no? Apiki kay sa oras maniudto pa. Mao na among hatagan na namo sa unang allowance alas 2. Mao tong giadapod ni Vice Governor Kong GR. Nanahimo na tong congressman siguro same time lang siguro gyapon. Madam Presiding Officer, kay maapiki ta sa oras, napata sa biyahe, mag-lunch ta, magpanit ta ang uban. Ano si Board Harold karon parehami. Alauna, wala siya naka-lunch, ako naka-lunch. Diba? Thank you, that's all, Madam Presiding Officer.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Honorable Uy, you will go next. I think we want to hear from everyone as to the suggestion, as to the proposal.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer, and good afternoon to one and all. As to the time that is suggested by the Honorable Montojo pertaining to between whether we choose 1 p.m. or 2 p.m., I am amenable to the decision of the majority, Madam Presiding Officer, kay tungod dool raman kayo ko dinhi. However, kung mag-attend ko og different activities and programs, pwede man po maka-adjust as to the convenience sa kadaghanan nato kauban given the consideration sa nagkadaiyang schedules o gigikanan nila. That's all, Madam Presiding Officer.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Uy. Yes, Honorable Ravelo, may we hear from you? Yes.
I was 1:30 na lang ko. 1 o'clock ug 2, 1:30. Thank you, Madam Chair.
There's another suggestion, 1:30. Compromise in between. Okay. May we also hear from Board Member Manaytay?
Thank you, Madam Presiding. Ato flexible man ta. We know that it is our responsibility. I agree whichever be chosen, 1 or 1:30. The list is 1:30. But if all these members of this body will agree on 1 o'clock, of course, we'll abide on that. But okay, for the sake of, I think one is maybe 1:30. But see to it that 1:30 is already in this floor. Dito nila tawagon pa at sa atong opisina, but exactly 1:30 we must be here. We have given 30 minutes to prepare, to entertain our visitors. I think 1:30. Madam.
Okay, thank you. So another 1:30 suggestion. Board Member Dayanan, may we hear from you as to what is your take on the proposal?
On my case, actually, whatever the body can agree. So, pwede 2 o'clock as is ta. Yes. Pwede sa 1:30. So, kung mag-voting ta, exempt lang ko. Kaya pwede rin ako anytime. Okay? Pwede rin ako anytime. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So whatever is decided by the majority, you can be flexible, you can adjust. Okay. So Board Member Lepardo. Yeah.
I will have to agree with anytime because I am just a resident here, and what is more important is we have a session at least once a week as required on us. But I think due consideration must be given to those who are living outside of Mati. And if the Honorable IPMR Teryo Manaytay says 1:30, then honestly, I will have to join that manifestation.
Okay. So yes, may we hear from Board Member Castro?
Good afternoon, everyone. Anything doesn't matter to me. Whatever, if it works for everyone, it also works for me. So, wala lang. Kung 1 or 2, I'm okay with that. Wala. Pwede sa 1:30. Oh. So, I'm okay with 1 or 1:30 or 2. Thank you.
Thank you. Board Member Palmahil.
Good afternoon, everyone. For me, I would have to agree with Board Don na 1 p.m. pa mag-start because I know we are all Filipinos here and we have this cultural habit of being late regardless kung whatever time we start. So maybe when we say 1 p.m., tama itong ingon ni Board Roche, basin 1:30 yapon mga bot. So it's either 1 gid ako ang sa vice. So that is all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Board Member Makaira.
Good afternoon. For me, I will vote for the 1:30 time in order for us to meet halfway. Pero if the majority would want it to be earlier or later, I am amenable to any time.
Okay, thank you. Board Member Shanine.
Good afternoon, everyone. Wala may nag-alas stress. Pwede alas stress. Char lang. Anyway, I will go with 1:30. Kaya mag-make up ako 30 minutes. Joke lang. 1:30 for the SK. Thank you.
Okay, so I've been taking note. Parang mas marami ang nag-suggest na 1:30. Pero according to Board Member Manaytay, pag inagrihan natin na 1:30 sharp, mag-start na, magbang na ang gavel. So at least at least compromise. Maybe one is too early, because, okay na. So yes, Honorable Lepardo.
With the statement of the Honorable Presiding Officer and to formalize the decision of this, the majority of this August body, then I will have to make a motion for the amendment of our rules, particularly on the time of our session from 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 1:30 o'clock in the afternoon. Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Thank you. There was a motion for the amendment to our internal rules. The time for our regular session every week will be at 1:30 in the afternoon instead of 2 p.m. That was on motion of Honorable Lepardo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. So we are still under other matters. Do we have any other announcements? Other matters pa ba tayo? We are still under other matters. Yes, Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
May I request the members as well as the Vice Chair on the Committee on Environment and Rules to stay after this session. Thank you.
Okay, members of the Committee on Environment and Committee on Rules and Privilege meeting after this regular session. Yes, any other? Yes, Honorable Montes.
I would like also to request the members of the Committee on Education, Culture, Arts, and Science that we will have a committee meeting right after the regular session with regards to the communication number 18-497-2026. Thank you.
Okay, members of the Committee on Education meeting after this regular session. Yes, Board Member Rochi Ravelo is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to request the presence of the members of the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriation that will have a committee meeting immediately after the session. Thank you.
Okay, committee members of the Committee on Finance, Budget, Appropriation, and Ways and Means meeting after this regular session. We are still under other matters. Are there any other? Yes, Honorable Castro.
This is with regards to the passage of tourism development plan. I'd like my colleagues and my members of Committee on Tourism to be with me in the office for our meeting.
Okay, committee members of the Committee on Tourism, there will be a meeting after this regular session. Yes, we are still under other matters. Are there any more announcements, other matters for discussion? If none, what is the next? Yes, Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I move to adjourn today's session. Thank you.
There was a motion for the adjournment of this regular session till next Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. On motion of Honorable Lepardo, seconded by all present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Session is hereby adjourned.